Today we're going to show how to back up an Epson controller for the Robot series. So we're in the RC7 software. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure you connect to your robot. Usually I would go here and connect over USB if I've got a USB cable connected to my robot. In this case, I'm just going to use my T6 example as I'm doing a simulator robot for this purpose since I don't have an actual robot in front of me. Next, once you're connected, you're going to want to go to the Tools drop-down and select Controller. Once you're in the controller, you'll select Backup Controller, choose your directory. In this case, I already have a backup directory under my Epson RC70 folder here. So you want to make note of where you're at. I'm on the C drive, Epson RC70 and backup. Hit OK, and it should complete the backup. And then next thing we're going to want to do is zip it up. Usually a reason for controller backup is one, to just have a backup in case anything goes south on your production line. But two, also if you're doing some work with Epson and you need to do service support, it's usually useful for them to be able to look at your controller backup. Next thing I'm going to do is navigate to that window, which I already have pulled up here. And then I'm going to look for my backup, and actually the one I just made, let me sort by date here, is this newest one, 3256. I'm going to go ahead and send this to a compressed zip file, and then we can send that off to the service team, or we can keep that backup on our server so we have it if needed. If you want to restore your robot, it's a similar process. So what I would go to is do Tools, Controller, Restore Controller, and then once again navigate to the folder where you're at. And then just go ahead and select the correct one. And of course you can rename these folders if you'd like. They're sorted by date and time at which they were created. So here's the latest. And then normally I would restore all items on here, but you do want to be careful. If you restore a calibration, you want to make sure that the calibration is for the correct arm. If you're swapping controllers out or anything like that, then you definitely need to be careful there. But in my case, I'm okay to restore everything. And then what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and accept that backup or restore it in the system. This will load for a few minutes here. It'll restart the controller, as you can see here. And then once that process is done, you should be up and ready to go with your project. So that's the process of backing up and restoring an Epson controller.